Well, the second half was better, and the first half our energy was off. We couldn't get our fans into it because we just it was just an odd 24 minutes. Halftime we talked about it. I thought second half we did a lot of better things. Fourth quarter was great, obviously, and we needed it. And Toppin, Walker, McConnell were great in this game. I mean, no way we win without those guys doing what they did. So that was a great thing to see. And then, at the end of the game, Tyrese and Pascal, those guys hit the two biggest shots of the game. So, all these games are going to be hard. Charlotte on Wednesday is going to be a bitch. Utah Friday is going to be a bitch. Denver is going to be a bitch. They're all going to be a bitch.
A lot of minutes in this one with Obi or Pascal as your center. What made those units the right choice for you guys?
We just needed to change the energy of the game. And in order for it to be effective, those guys really had to fight against Sabonis and Valanciunas, and they did. And Obi really was a difference maker in this game. With his offense, and also he battled defensively and he got some big rebounds.
What have you made of Jairus' play since you put him in the rotation a few games ago?
He's doing well. He's continued to work. His maturity is beyond his years right now. He's really figured some things out about the whole thing about being a professional, and he's kept himself ready. And he's been ready to go all year long. And he's showing you right now, why he was such a high pick for us.
You guys had a number of opportunities before Tyrese shot, before Pascal shot, to Tyre take the lead on a three. And obviously you were able to get back in it with a couple of drives to the bucket before you get those. I mean, did you see a couple of threes get rushed, and did you want them to kind of slow down and take some more opportunities at the rim? And do you think those opportunities kind of led to the shots they did hit?
Well, they were in switch mode, and they were packing the paint. And so slowing down for us is never a good recipe. So we needed to continue to play fast. We may have been a little fatigued and a little emotionally fatigued because of all the battling in the second half. Aaron Nesmith played a lot of minutes, and played a lot of minutes at full capacity. And so, at the end of the game, we know he's going to make free throws. That's a different story. He's not in a full sprint pulling up for a three, But we had good looks, and we kept saying, as those shots weren't dropping, we got to stick with the process. Those are the shots we love. And defensively, we were starting to get some real traction, and we just said, hey, we got to keep doing that too. And eventually it worked out.
You mentioned Aaron. I'm going to dig into his game a little bit more. And first off, how much of growth have you seen in him as a free throw shooter in situations like that? And just how critical were some of his drives, his ability to get to the lane and score either at the rim or kind of score in his float game as well?
Yeah, he was great. And he gave us all three levels tonight. He hit some threes. He drove it. He hit one or two difficult mid-range shots that were timely possessions that where we needed a bucket and some juice. And so he's still a young developing player. I mean, he's still a young developing roster. And so the fans should be excited about that.
And you also mentioned TJ. I want to ask you about his game as well. I mean, just what stood out to you about how he was able to kind of keep that group going, especially as it fell behind 16, and help that group rally back.
Yeah, he went into the game with the TJ McConnell edge, and he just played with an edge. He just competed, and that's all that anybody can do is just compete their best, take shots that are there. Play within the system defensively, do their job, make the correct reads offensively and defensively, and we'll let the chips fall where they may. The first half, we were below the standard that we have, and it showed with what happened with the score.
Yeah, going back to Jairus, defensively there were some times he was guarding DeRozan. What did you like about his defense on DeMar in this game?
Well, DeMar's a 16-year veteran, and we're talking about a guy that's in his second year that is really, for the first time, playing consistent minutes. He's one of the hardest guys to guard on the planet. Guy's a Hall of Fame player. He's going to be a Hall of Fame player. And So Jairus did some good things, and there were times when, DeRozan outcrafted him a little bit. But that's all part of, learning. You've got to have some challenges that don't work out to learn. And so he learned. I mean, we had him in there at the end of the game for defensive reasons.